What is going on YouTube? Fitness Kensho is in the building, and today we got another tutorial for you guys, of course. And today we got is pretty much the king of all exercises, the freaking bench press, right?
Chest out, chest out.
So I know a lot of you guys are kind of like wondering, like, hey, you know, why is he covering the bench press? You know, it's such a simple exercise. And don't get me wrong, I think a good majority of people understand the movement of the bench press. Obviously, it's coming down, touch your chest, or get at least 90 degrees and then just press all the way back up, right? But how many people are actually doing it to the point where they're actually seeing massive gains to their chest? A lot of people I see always bench pressing day in and day out. Every Monday is like chest day and they're benching, but their chest is not really making any gains. So I'm pretty much gonna show you a couple tweaks that you can do to the bench that's gonna actually maximize your chest gain. So first things first, muscle to mind connection. If you don't follow me on Instagram, which you should, at Fitness Kensho, it pretty much, muscle mind connection is something that everyone should be doing regardless what the movement is. Whether you're training legs, whether you're training back, whether you're training your chest, your arms, you should be connecting with your mind to actually make your muscles contract. So me just doing this motion right here, now right here, like I'm squeezing my biceps, right? If I keep doing this for like, let's say 30, 40 reps, I will get an arm pump with no weights whatsoever. Just me doing this motion. So this is just like the simple version of like how you make your muscles contract. So every time you do a bicep curl, you should be forcing or squeezing your biceps to actually force more blood and to force that contraction with that muscle group. So the same exact thing is what you're gonna do with your chest. So with your chest, like for example, if I do one of these, this pretty much tightens up my chest. So if I'm pressing, what I wanna do is that I wanna tighten up my chest, come down, tighten up my chest, and come down. So that's how you're pretty much gonna make that muscle to mind connection when it comes to the chest. So two things that we're not gonna do when it comes to benching. So a lot of people actually, when they're benching, they start right here, pretty much a little bit wider than shoulder width, and they come right over here. Now the only problem you can see with this is that you're getting a lot of shoulder action. So when you press up, it's mostly your anterior deltoid that's actually moving the weight, and you're pretty much contracting your rear delts. Your rear delts is getting help by pushing it up. Now, let's think about like muscle groups, for example. What's a stronger muscle group? Is it gonna be your back, or let's say your lats, for example, or your rear delts? You know, obviously your lats can push more weight. Just think about the bent over barbell row versus rear delt fly. So definitely your back has more power than your rear delts. So instead of going out right here, we're gonna kind of shift about here. So like maybe a 45-degree angle, not 90, but 45 degree, and we're gonna press right here, bar right above below the chest, and pressing up. So that's one thing that we're gonna adjust. Two, we're not gonna lock out our elbows. Why? Because when we lock out our elbows, here's what happens. Lock out, triceps contract, anterior deltoids contract. Now, unless you're a power lifter, like if you're a power lifter, by all means, close out this video. Don't even listen to what the hell I gotta say. But if you're not a power lifter and you're pretty much into like bodybuilding, or you wanna actually go for the aesthetics and for the looks that the gym can offer you, the work you put in the gym, then you're gonna wanna listen to me. You don't wanna lock out your arms, because once you lock out your arms, the tension is not on your chest anymore. Now it's more on your triceps and your actual anterior deltoids. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna do like kind of like a semi-lock, kind of like right here, barely locking out so your triceps don't contract and your anterior deltoids don't take more of the weight, and the tension stays on your chest. Muscles do not understand weight, they understand tension. So if you pretty much maneuver all these exercises to maximize the tension on a specific muscle group, that's how you're gonna make gains. So let me show you a couple reps here as far as the correct way to do it and the way you should not do it. Well, actually, I'm gonna show you the way you shouldn't do it first. So with the elbows high, right? So we set up right here. We grab, shoulder width apart, a little wider than shoulder width. And we're right here, and we're flaring out this way and coming up. Flaring out and then coming up. Here, I don't feel absolutely nothing on my chest. Right there, all I feel is pretty much, all I feel with that movement is pretty much my shoulders just stretching every time I come out. It's actually a little bit uncomfortable the first few reps, but then I got a little comfortable with it. But I feel pretty much it's just my rear delts are taking a lot of the load when I'm coming down, and pushing up is anterior deltoid. That's pretty much working. So that's not what we want to do. Let me show you the correct way of how we want to do this one. This is going to be the 45-degree angle that I was telling you about. So we're going to sit down here. We're going to grab about shoulder width apart again, a little wider than shoulder width. We're going to retract our scapula and our shoulders so that we're in a powerful position, chest up, up. Let that bar go right below the chest, right here, and then we're going to press up. Right there, and then press up. So here's the continuum motion that you want to keep right here. Right there is pretty much the most tension that you're going to keep on that chest. And that's how you successfully do a bench press to maximize your chest gains. Now, if you did watch my video on the dumbbell pullover, you heard me kind of say, retract your scapula, retract your shoulder just to make you in a stronger position. You want to do the same exact thing when you grab that bar. So once you get to your shoulder width apart right here, you're going to do one of these. And then you're going to drop your shoulders and dig them right into the bench. It's just going to make you a little bit stronger, especially when the weight gets a little heavier. But that's how you're going to do, pretty much just customize those little things with the bench press to maximize the actual muscle gains. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, I started lifting weights in 2012, and that's when I was I was like almost 294, almost 300 pounds. And if I went to the gym for about 4 to 6 months and didn't see no changes in my body, nothing, I would have gave up. Let's be honest, right? So the fact that you can see the progress is what keeps me going in the gym. If I saw no progress whatsoever, I probably would not be here right now talking to you guys. So I'm trying to pretty much give you guys some tips as far as how you guys can maximize your gains in the gym, because that's going to be what's going to motivate you to continue to make gains as you guys keep progressing in your journey. If you like that tutorial, make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I got a couple more tutorials for you guys that I will be filming in the next couple of days. So stay tuned for those, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.